Tissue culture, it is the method in which from one cell or a tissue numerous plantlets are developed, and that's why the individuals which are developed with the help of the tissue culture, they are quite identical. It is also known as the micropropagation, and the most important feature of the tissue culture is that the individual which are just produced in the tissue culture, they are quite safe and septic free, and they are free from the diseases, and that's why we can just grow inside the lab and in the septic medium, and it is pathogen free. These are all the artificial means of reproduction. Then after that, the sexual means of reproduction. Sexual reproduction. In case of the sexual reproduction, what happens? You see, the flower plays an important role. Flower plays an important role. This is the complete flower. This is the complete flower, and with the help of the reproductive part, these are the parts of a complete flower. Calyx, corolla. Then this total part, it is the gynoecium. It is the gynoecium. Gynoecium. Female part. And this is the androecium. And here what happened, in the anther, the pollens are developed. The pollens are developed, and this pollen should be transferred to the stigma region. This is the stigma region. Stigma, style. Then this is the ovary. Stigma, the pollen is they used to fall in the stigma region. They used to fall in the stigma region, and this thing happens, you see. When the pollen used to fall here, then they used to produce the pollen tube. This is known as the pollen tube. It used to produce the pollen tube, and here two male gametes are produced. Means in the this is the pollen grain, and actually this pollen grain, it is developed from here, and it used to come in contact with the stigma region. As soon as it used to come in contact with the stigma region, the pollen tube used to form, and inside that the two pollen these male gametes are produced. Two male gametes are produced, and you see, such thing happens. The two male gamete, one male gamete fuse with the egg nucleus here, and another it used to fuse with the definitive nucleus. One male gamete it used to fuse with the egg nucleus, and another it used to fuse with the definitive nucleus, this one, middle one. And when the male gamete fuses with the egg nucleus, then the zygote is produced. Means here you see zygote, how it is produced. Male gamete plus egg, male gamete plus egg, it forms the zygote. Okay, then you see when the next male gamete fuses with the definitive nucleus, this is known as the definitive nucleus, then it used to form the endosperm. It used to form the endosperm. Okay, means male gamete plus definitive nucleus it used to form the endosperm. This endosperm actually they used to give nutrition to the developing embryo. Zygote is produced and endosperm is produced. And such type of fertilization means what? That is the fusion between male and female gamete, that is known as fertilization, and it is known as the double fertilization. Here what happens, you see, one male gamete it used to fuse with the egg and another male gamete it used to fuse with the definitive nucleus. That's why such type of fertilization is known as the double fertilization. Okay. Then what are the things we get by the process of fertilization? One, zygote, another endosperm. Then after the formation of the zygote, the zygote used to divide repeatedly and it used to form the embryo. Okay, and it used to develop, and later on what happened, it used to give rise to the seed. Everything happens in the ovule. Then question comes, what happens? What is the post-fertilization stage or post-fertilization condition of the plant? After fertilization, the seed is produced from the ovule, and from the ovary, when the ovary matures, it forms the fruit. Okay. Then after that, the calyx and the corolla it is to wither. Sometimes it happens, and these are the post-fertilization, means after fertilization such thing happens. Okay, and in this way this is all about the process of fertilization. Then the process of seed formation. The seeds are of two types. One is monopod seed, monopod and dipod. And you see this is the dipod seed. These two are cotyledons, and this is the lumen. From the upper part, actually the plant used to develop, and these are the cotyledons. The first leaf used to develop case of maize, that is monocot, and dicot, the gram, the pea, they are regarded as the dicot seed. Okay, and this is all about the revision class of how the organism is to reproduce. Then after that, let us discuss about the next chapter, that is the control and coordination. Control and coordination. Control and coordination. Here what happens, you see, the plant, they don't have the nervous system, and that's why everything is monitored by the hormone. And the movement, everything is monitored by the hormone. And you know that the plant, they used to show the movement towards the light, which is known as the phototropism. Okay, they used to show the movement towards the water, it is known as the hydrotropism. Then they used to, sometimes what happened, they used to means wind towards the support. For example, the tendril, they used to coil towards the support, and that is known as the thigmotropism. Okay, then the movement towards the ground, towards the earth, it is known as the geotropism. And you know that these are the movement of the plant towards all the things, that water, then this land, that is the earth, like that, and according to that the names are given. Then you see, everything is monitored by the hormone. For example, some hormones are there of gene. This plays an important role, and here there are some functions, basic functions of hormone, that is the auxin. The first function of auxin, it helps in the cell enlargement. Okay, then apical dominance. Then root formation. These are some functions of the apical dominance, enlargement, the cell enlargement, I think it is clear. Then apical dominance means the domination of the apical bud over the lateral bud. Apical bud, they are just present at the tip, and when we are just plucking the apical bud, then the lateral growth of the plant, they used to occur, and that's why when the apical bud is present, then it is dominating all over, and that's why the plant used to go taller and taller. And that is known as the apical dominance. Then the next is the gibberellin. Then this gibberellin, it is growth of the plant. Then it also helps in the fruit yield. Then overcoming dominance. Like that, they are just responsible. Then the next is a cytokinin. Number 1, cell division. Then it is differentiation. Self-division, self-differentiation means that different types of cells are given different types of box. After that, ethylene, fruit ripening, then breaks dormancy. Dormancy means that is a sleeping state. It used to break the dormancy. After that, the next is the abscisic acid. This is also known as the growth inhibitor. Growth inhibitor, and they have negative effect in the plant. The first, it is the it checks the transpiration. Take the transpiration. Then dormancy. It induces dormancy. It induces dormancy. Means dormancy is not a positive sign, but it is to induce the dormancy. Okay? Then after that, checks growth. Helps falling of leaves. These are all negative things which are just seen in case of the plant, and this hormone abscisic acid, they are responsible for that one, and that's why abscisic acid is not regarded as a growth regulator, but it is regarded as the growth inhibitor. And that's why I'm just finding it that these hormones, they used to play important role in the plant, and without hormone the proper growth and development it will not occur. And that's why these hormones are the biochemical substances which are just produced in the plant, and where they are produced they are not consumed there. That is the difference between the enzyme. Hormones, where they are produced, they are not consumed in that very in that very place, but they are diffused to the other place. And the enzymes are those biochemical substances which are just produced where and they are utilized there in that very area itself.